Wanna make history.
So am I openly gay? I'm honestly gay, not so much openly gay. And that means if you ask me, I may not tell you yes, but I'm not gonna lie and say no. But I'm gonna question you on why you questioning me. Like, what is it your business? How do I feel about people who push equality or about equality being pushed? I think that's a better way. Can't feel no way about people wanting to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that I want to push my lifestyle on anyone. Because if you don't like it and I know it in advance, why am I going to try and get you to like it? What good is that for me? What does that serve? What purpose does that serve? Respect me as a person and everything else. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take the church, for instance. The whole gay marriage thing. First of all, I am so not in favor of gay marriage. And a lot of this has to do with the way that I was raised in the church. I was raised Baptist, uh, black Southern Baptist down here in Georgia. And that's just the way, that was what I was taught. Do I think it's right or what is it wrong? I don't know. I don't even want to get into that discussion. But it's what I was taught, and those are what the rules are for that particular denomination. So who am I? I know that's what they believe. Why am I going to try to force my life on something that's already in place? Now, there should be something in place spiritually for me. Um, and that leads to gay churches, what people call gay churches. Um, Churches that affirm or whatever. Uh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, everybody needs Jesus. Everybody needs to be exposed to Jesus as far as I'm concerned. I believe in God. I believe that God sent his son to die for my sins. I don't believe that any sin is greater than the other. I believe that sexual immorality has nothing to do with being gay. I believe being a hoe while being a homosexual, that's wrong. That's how you get all kind of things, and that's how things are created. I never ever forget when HIV first came out on the scene. Um, my foundation, and if you watch this, you know who my foundation is. My foundation said God is punishing people by giving them that disease. I don't know if it's punishment as much as it is. Well, I don't know, because God punishes sin. Period. All right. Take that how you want to take it. Is it right? Again, this ain't so much of a right and wrong kind of thing. It just is, you know. I believe that the church puts emphasis on homosexuality, and that hurts people, especially when you have people who love God. Like, I love God. I love God. I'm in love with God. I also feel, though, the church has made me feel at some points, and even sometimes still now, that I'm sometimes not worthy. Not of God's love, because God has shown and told me over and over again I am. But if you believe in the Bible, God's word, it tells us to fellowship. And the church has sometimes made me feel unworthy of fellowship. Like, you don't have to accept my lifestyle. I'm okay with that. But give me an option to not do the lifestyle that you don't accept. Give me an option. Have you done that effectively? I love females. You know what's funny? I don't know. Some people think that gay men think that women are their competition. I don't know about that. And I don't. Some women think that gay men are their competition. Competition in what? A person wants what they want when they want it, how they want it. That's kind of my theory on that. That's not really something too deep to go into, if that makes sense. Now, you know what I don't like? I don't like when, let's say we work together and you're a female, right? And there's another young man who is in the lifestyle, and he's very expressive. I won't say flamboyant, expressive. He feels the need to take this female everywhere. The weekend ain't even started yet. But he feels the need to take her places. Why? Like, this lifestyle is not necessarily open for everybody to come into and just be, you know. I don't like that. Now, that's what I don't like. So, females come into a gay club and you're not gay, I'm not in favor. Sorry. Wow, do I have a love life? I love life. um, let's go back to the time I was talking about support. This is where I believe a love life and support go hand in hand. I don't believe that I can effectively be in a relationship if I don't have the support from family. How can I come and introduce the person who I'm talking to those who I love and I don't have support? Like, you don't want to meet the person who I'm talking to. You don't want to meet the other person that's making me happy other than yourself. So that, I believe, causes a problem in the lifestyle. That, I believe, is what creates hoes. Because you can't keep nobody long enough to take to your mom and your daddy and them. You know that your mom and daddy and them going to cuss you out, let you go, cut you from the wheel. Things of the sort, all because they don't agree with your lifestyle. Forget your happiness. So, but the question was about me and love. I do not have a love life, per se. I love life, and my life is loving. We'll leave it at that. As an appendage to that statement that I just said, I do believe that a lot of the decisions that people in this lifestyle, African American men, make when it comes to sleeping with other people, it's a thrill for us to try to do this going against the grain. Against the grain meaning our family support, our people's love of what we do. And so because it's a thrill, we don't put the necessary feelings that people associate with sex or making love until it's too late. And while we're doing those things, we don't do it right. That's when we're having unprotected sex. That's when we're passing diseases from one person to the other. Yeah, that's my thought on that. Let me go into it some more. So, if you want to see me blame somebody, remember, I love God, I love the church, and I am a huge proponent of the church being more community-minded. Being that homosexuality or the gay lifestyle is such a huge thing in the black community, we have to do better in addressing and loving those in that lifestyle. Like, we know that people in this lifestyle are having sex. We know that they are having sex without protection. So what are you doing to love them? One, to bring them into the fold. Two, to not only bring them into the fold, but to then help them make correct decisions and show them love, that somebody loves them enough so that they love themselves enough to not do that.
Sometimes I'm cold. Sometimes I'm hot.